Yeah, there's one behind us. Okay. It's as big as the one in the.
Who are we waiting on? Oh, on Chad, of course.
All right, so we're on to 7A. Everyone's ready here? Or you just,
Okay,
we can just
in a minute, I think we need to amend the agenda to move B and C to the front, right?
correct.
Okay, all right. First, one thing in time here. First, we need to call the meeting to order, which I'm doing now. This microphone is sensitive, isn't it?
We're tweaking as we go.
Probably heard me in Utah. So the meeting's called to order. May we have a roll call, please, Lindsay?
Chairperson Philip Goldstein.
Here.
Vice Chairperson Marty Jost.
Here.
Commissioner Tom Wood.
Here.
Commissioner Wendy Newland.
Here.
Commissioner Michael Lowry.
Here.
Alternate Commissioner Renzo Bianchi.
Here.
Alternate Commissioner Janelle Mines.
Here.
Thank you. So amendments to the agenda, we're going to move 7B and 7C to A and B respectively, correct?
Yes, I think we could do it either way, but yes.
Okay, yeah, in case anybody's here specifically for those. All right. It's a moot point, but Renzo would have voted had we had any absence among the 5 regular commissioners. Public comment. This is an opportunity for anybody that wishes to address Planning Commission on anything that is not on the agenda. Is there anybody signed up for public comment, general public comment? Is there anybody wish to speak who did not sign up on anything not on the agenda? Very good. And there would there have been public comment on B and C, and I'll get to why. Would there have been? Because, okay, well, we'll get to that in a minute and all in due course here. It'll be clear. So we now close the general public comment. The consent agenda now consists of two items, the June 3rd, 2025 minutes as amended of the Planning Commission and the June 17th minutes. Commissioners, any additions or corrections to either of those minutes? None? Okay. And I appreciate Lindsay or otherwise, appreciate, I read over the amended minutes. Appreciate you doing that. Appreciate staff. And I believe it is correct as amended, given the commission's interest in having amendments to the land use code coming back to commission. So with that, hearing that there's no additions or corrections to the minutes, do I have a motion on the consent agenda?
Motion to approve the consent agenda?
Do I have a second? It's moved and seconded. All in favor to approve the motion to approve the consent agenda? Say aye. Aye. Opposed? Consent agenda is approved on a 5-0 vote. We have nothing under item 6, regular business items. We've moved 7B and 7C, so we're opening those items, and then, but those will be continued 2 weeks hence. Do I understand, Chad?
Correct. That would be on the August 19th meeting at 5:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carolyn, do we open and continue them separately, or is it sufficient?
It's fine to open and continue them together.
Together. Okay, so do we have, and we do that by a vote? Motion?
Yes, you need
Okay.
a motion to continue.
Okay, so commissioners, you understand B and C, which are really now A and B, are being continued. The intent is to continue them. So I need a motion to continue 7B and 7C.
Motion to continue item 7B and item 7C.
Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to continue items 7B and 7C. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Okay, 7B and 7C are continued.
And can we just clarify they're continued until, sorry, what was the date?
August 19th
Thank
at the 5:30 time for the next hearing.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So now we move on to item 7A that was really 7C. And this is a vacation of a portion of County Road 3F right away. Chad.
Thank you. So this application seeks to vacate a portion of County Road 3F right-of-way located north of Stonefly Drive. Just quickly looking at procedurally, this application was in accordance with Table 2.1 of our process and notice requirements of the Land Use Code. So as you see within this table, all the items that have been required for noticing posted on the site, mailed to residents within 500 feet of the property boundary, and published to the Coloradan have been conducted leading up to this hearing tonight. So just a little bit of background. Some of you may have been with the town and familiar with the with County Road 3F. So historically, it was actually the north-south access to Main Street in Timnath for a period of time. Within the Riverbend first filing final plat, however, they did vacate the north portion of County Road 3F. So this would be to the top of this blue highlighted area up all the way to Harmony Road. With that plat, they did relocate and dedicate Signal Tree Drive and Stonefly Drive, which then became the new access north-south within this perimeter of the town or the area of the town, creating a new roadway connection from Harmony to County Road 3F. So this accommodated for the development to the east as well as the remaining portion of 3F. So this proposal would be the area highlighted in blue. That was part of a separate annexation, was not included in that Riverbend filing plat. Remained as a public right-of-way in the town. However, it has been determined that there is no longer a public need for this portion of County Road 3F. As you can see in the map, it's, can I see the mouse? It doesn't show up on there. So there's a property right where it says location, and there's a property also immediately to the north of that, which is now currently being serviced by this road. Those are the only two properties that are being utilized within 3F right now. So with this vacation, they would be vacating the right of way, obviously, and in return, there would be a blanket easement for all existing and future utility easements within this area that was previously the right of way. It is also going to reserve the appropriate access and emergency access easements to service these lots, and a reservation for a pedestrian trail easement, which is aligned with the Poudre River Trail that currently sits in there now. So the town will be able to maintain that easement so that we would have the ability to maintain and service that trail without the need of having the full dedicated right of way. So this application was reviewed against section 29129, which is our vacation and other public easements review criteria, which I can quickly go over with everyone. So A, being that the vacation is consistent with the comprehensive plan and other adopted town policies and plans. It has been determined that this is consistent with the transportation master plan, so it is no longer contemplated with the improvements or connection through this segment with the update of our master transportation plan. Due to the implementation of Signal Tree Drive and Stonefly as the primary access routes for the surrounding properties. Also, with the dedication of the pedestrian trail easement around the existing trail that supports the updates, the transportation master plan updates, bicycle plan, preserving our ability to maintain that trail and ensure that connectivity. B, that the land to be vacated is no longer necessary for the public use and convenience. The area proposed to be vacated, again, is no longer used for public access to and from Harmony Road. It is serving two parcels right currently, so therefore no longer necessary to remain as a dedicated public right-of-way. Criteria C does not apply. D, however, that it will not leave any landlocked parcels. This vacation will preserve those access easements adjacent to the adjacent properties, so would not preclude or impair the access that is currently provided to those adjacent properties. And again, items E and F were also found to not apply. So with that, staff again has reviewed this against the criteria and recommends approval of the vacation of this portion of County Road 3F right-of-way to the Timnath Town Council with the following conditions. Allow staff to work with the applicants to address any minor modifications or comments unresolved during our review process, and then to ensure that the dedicated access, emergency, and trail and pedestrian easements that were not created with this plat would be signed and approved to move forward with the vacation plat. So we would like to have those easements agreed upon and recorded with the plat as part of one of the conditions of approval. With that, that's what I have from the staff's perspective. If you have any questions,
Is there opportunity for public comment on this?
there is, yes.
Okay, all right. Before I get to, am I the only one that finds it disconcerting that everybody else in the room is looking over our heads? It's it's, I think there's something metaphorical in that, yeah, I know we are, but this is, this is our first time with all these newfangled gadgets here. So it takes some getting used to. All right. I'm just trying to get our money's worth here out of this otherwise short meeting tonight. All right. Is there anybody signed up for public comment or otherwise wishes to speak about this vacation issue? All right, we'll close public comment and bring it up here. Commissioners, questions for staff on this vacation? Renzo?
I've got one. You know, I found it interesting because that's all that's there right now is the Pooter Trail. The road's actually gone there where you're talking about that subject area. However, my question is where it says on the map, where it says South County Road 3F and that big parcel that goes out still out and that road still goes out to Harmony. What's gonna happen with that? Is that still stay and maintained and what?
So the right of way was vacated to the north where County Road 3F is represented with that label. In return, there was an access easement granted with the platting of this of Riverbend first filing. This is ultimately intended to develop as a commercial property. So ultimately, that access easement will likely be vacated once the development and alignment of those proposed uses were to come forward for that area. So right now, it does maintain an access easement, but that would likely be vacated in the future, depending on future development.
Yeah, and the reason why I ask is that actually is the access point for that little house or office building that sits there on the corner off of Harmony as well.
Yes, so it has access to the home along Harmony. However, the southern portion that we're vacating now would be the access to the properties adjacent to it.
Got it. Thank you.
Other questions?
Kind of related to that, then the road is there obviously for access. Who maintains the road then, once the vacation happens?
That would fall to the adjacent property owners once it's vacated.
And I believe there is signage out there now, or there will be signage. What's indicating the nature of that in some fashion?
I believe there was signage posted there when the road was realigned initially to deter residents from taking 3F and thinking it was a continuous route to Harmony. So maybe the adjacent property owners may be able to tell me differently, but I believe that was installed. Yeah, there is signage included.
Good. I'm glad we were able to answer that. Commissioners, other questions?
So
Tom,
just to be clear, it's just going to be a private driveway, right?
turn your mic. Yeah.
It's just going to be a private driveway then, right?
Yes, that's how it will function. Yes.
Sounds good.
Seems like a no-brainer here. Any other questions? What happens if it falls into disrepair? Is that within the town's right to insist that it be repaired?
So if there are, elements that are in disrepair, again, if this is removed as a right-of-way, town right-of-way, that would not fall under our maintenance. So it would be the responsibility of those adjacent property owners. Should there be a concerning issue for life or safety, that would be discussed.
By the town does have some purview on this or not? That was a question.
I know it was. Yes, they will be able to.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Okay, this might be the shortest meeting on record here for us. All right, with that, I'll entertain a motion on business item on the vacation of a portion of County Road 3F right away. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve item 7A, vacation of a portion of County Road 3F right away.
Second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries on a 5-0 vote. That concludes our business items. Commissioners, any reports? Staff? Scott, looks like you have something.
Yeah, I just want to take an opportunity to congratulate Grace Wilson Snyder for her promotion. She's our new planning technician. So just want to have an opportunity to introduce Grace to everybody.
Thank you. And I did meet Grace shortly before the meeting started. I appreciate that. Staff, anything else? Grace, anything for us? Okay, very good. Commissioners, last chance.
I've got a question. Scott, from a community development standpoint, I've noticed a general slowdown in construction and new housing starts. Have you seen anything, a downturn in the number of permits or anything that would suggest a change in the town?
It's a great question. We're currently in the budgeting process and doing projections and evaluations of last year's numbers. Generally, the number of permits are the same. We're seeing a little bit different mix of a little bit of an uptick in commercial multifamily and a little bit of a downtick in residential. We do have plenty of lots being planned for single family residential. So, the horizon looks okay on that front. But it feels calm. I think part of that is just there was a period of such high activity with building that we're kind of maybe at a leveling off and it's constant. So not slowing down and not ticking up. We're just maintaining. So that's probably a good place to be.
Great, thank you.
So we will meet on the 19th, 18th?
The 19th, correct.
We will meet for sure. Anybody know that, Marty, you indicated already you won't be, anybody else know they won't be here at this point? Everybody will be here, okay. Do we know yet whether Grace, I believe, polled us on whether we'd be here for the early meeting in September. Do we know yet whether we'll have a meeting then?
I do not know yet, but I will let you know as soon as I do if something moves forward and is ready to be brought forward on the 2nd.
Okay, very good. With that, we are adjourned.